Food4Macc's objectives this year have simplified down to encouraging the growing of food at home in allotments and borrowed land and public spaces, and also supporting local food producers and those who sell or distribute local produce. We've continued to have 4 main activities during 2013. That's a programme of talks and demonstrations, the community gardens that we've set up in various places around Macclesfield, Food4Macc Direct, which is our group which facilitates the trade in local food, and the garden sharing scheme which helps people bypass the allotment waiting list. The programme of talks, as you can see, was a monthly programme on various topics such as planning vegetable garden. Veganism was very interesting talk about how supermarkets waste food and how people take advantage of that. A talk by Macclesfield Community Garden Centre about how they use gardening as an activity for people with learning difficulties. A very popular talk by Graham Royal about beekeeping, and we had a social at a Muse during June, and a visit to Peter Woolham's organic garden in Alderley Edge, which was really quite inspiring to see how prolific a garden of relatively small size can be. In August we had a bilberry pick and a talk on foraging at Teg's Nose, and in August we had a summer produce show. And then in October a talk about chicken keeping, a tree pruning workshop, and finally we had a talk by the owner of a small holding which was due to take place during December, but has actually been postponed until 2014 when it could be a site visit. Of the activities that we undertook during 2013, this was our show at Barnaby, where the topic was local food production. This was a visit to Peter Woolham's garden in August. The produce show, and a tree pruning workshop that was organised at Upton Priory with the help of Joe Wells, the local tree surgeon. And then finally, in January of 2014, we organised a potato sale. This was an event which has previously been organised in Bollington, but the people in Bollington didn't want to run it again this year, so we hired the town hall and held it there. The event was very successful. There were lots of varieties of potatoes for people to buy, and we achieved something like £4,000 worth of sales, and attracted 350 customers who actually made purchases. The sales figure sounds quite grand, but we just about broke even on that because our costs were quite high and came out of our percentage of those sales figures. Next year we're hoping to link up with the Random Apple Company, which are based near Herdsfield, and we're hoping to arrange for the opportunity for people to take surplus apples there and have it turned into juice, and also to have some apple pressing days which will be family occasions. Food4Macc's sort of basic dimensions are that in 2013 we have 50 paid up members. The website was attracting something like 16 hits per day. We have over 500 Twitter followers and a Facebook page, so you can see how the figures have changed during this year. So paid up members is actually down from 50 to 31. The website is down to 10 hits per day. The Twitter followers, however, have gone up to 830, and the Facebook page has 68 likes. These are the community gardens that we've supported. The ones highlighted in red are the ones that we're most actively working on now. So we've got those 6 sites. The Macclesfield railway station down at the bottom is the most recent one that we took over, starting in April, where we took over 2 pieces of land either side of the entrance to the railway station. Had a good working party there, and towards the end of the season you can see that we had fruit trees, runner beans, and it attracted a lot of attention because there was obviously a very high footfall of people going past those two pieces of ground on the way into the station. We've been looking at this site close to the bus station off Mill Street. It's an area with a very high footfall, again a good opportunity to attract people's attention. But the site has some difficulties, and we're presently considering whether that's a good project for us to tackle during the coming months. Garden share scheme is obviously a system whereby people can bypass the allotment waiting queue. As you can see, in March we had 7 garden shares. In 2013 we had 12. In March 2014 we have 10 active shares and 5 plots available. Food4Macc Direct is now offering more than 110 active product lines using 30 producers within 50 miles of Macclesfield. It's had about £25,000 worth of sales since July 2013, and will probably close the year at about top side of £40,000 of sales. It attracts 30 to 35 customers a week, and the Bread Club has been very successful in helping local people learn how to bake real bread. More than half of Food4Macc Direct's produce comes from within 12 miles of Macclesfield, and the most distant supplier is just under 50 miles away.